In the book of Matthew, chapter 16, Jesus asked his disciples a question: who do men say I, the Son of Man, am? Then his disciples began to give him responses. Some say you are Elijah, some say you are John the Baptist, and others even say you are Moses. Then Jesus now narrowed down the question to, who do you say that I am? Then Peter spoke and he said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. This is a question of identity. Who do men say you are? And who do you think you are? The world will define you. Society will seek to define you. The environment will seek to define you. The greatest challenge that we have in our world today is the challenge of identity. Many people do not know who they are. What is identity? Identity simply means the way a person wants to be seen, wants to be known, wants to be perceived, and wants to be received. Identity is basically the uniqueness of an individual. Every family that exists upon the earth must have an identity. Every family that existed before our time, if you take a deep research, you'll realize had a unique identity. The identity of your family is your uniqueness. The identity of your family is what makes you different from other families. The identity of your family is what sets you apart from other families. If you look at the scripture in the book of Deuteronomy, when the Bible tells us about the children of Israel, each child or each tribe, as it were, as is recorded in scripture, had a unique identity. When you look at the tribe of Levi, you will know that this tribe is the tribe of priesthood. When you look at the tribe of Issachar, you will know that the identity of this tribe is wisdom. When you look at the tribe of Joseph, children that came from that tribe, one of the things that you would find out that ran in this tribe is that of dreams. Everyone that came from this tribe, one of their strong points or one of their strengths will be dreams. Every family has an identity. What then is the identity of your family? With the identity of your family, you would be able to curate the growth and the development of your child. You will not know the uniqueness of your family without first discovering what the identity of your family is. Let's take, for example, any child that was born into the tribe of Levi would automatically know that he or she is a priest unto God. Because of that, there is how that child will be groomed. There is how that child will be trained. There is how that child will be nurtured. This is because of the identity or the environment in which that child has been born into. We will not have struggle with what to become, who to become, or what to do, simply because we know our identity. Let's take another example in our world today. Every child that is born into the royal family, automatically there is an environment that is curated to aid that child grow as royalty. There is an environment curated to enable that child function as royalty. If a child is born into the royal family, there are value systems that that child would have to understand. That child will be taught how to live like royalty, what it means to be royalty. If a child is born into the royal family, because of the identity of that family, there is how that child will be groomed. There is how that child will be nurtured. There are certain value systems that that child will have to invite, because that child has to be seen as royalty. Because identity or the identity of your family will determine the way your family is received, the way your family is perceived, and the way your family is accepted. The identity of your family is what makes your family unique. I'll take that again. The identity of your family is what makes your family unique. How then do we discover our family identities? I'll give us 2 points in this episode. Number one, go to God. God knows who we are. He knows our frame. He knows our makeup. It was in the book of Genesis that God said, let us make man in our own image and in our likeness. There is an image of you that God has in mind. Now, going to God means that God knows our source code. He knows how to reveal your identity to you. When you go to Him and look to the pages of Scripture, you will find yourself there. You will find your story there. So the first place of identifying your identity is going to God. The second one is your family history or your family lineage. A perfect understanding of your family's history or lineage will give you insight into what your family is all about. As a student of history, I love history and I learn a lot from history. One of the things that you must learn how to do is to research your family. What is my family known for? What is that thing that I can find across generations? What is that thing that I can find in my parents that was available, that was in the life of my grandparents, and that is also in my life? If you're able to trace this thing across 2, 3, 4 generations, it will give you an idea into what your family is all about. Then you begin to build in that line if it is something you want to emulate. Now, if you look at, we had already looked at the tribes of Israel. If a child comes and is from any of the tribes, what the child simply needs to do is to have an insight into what was prevalent before his arrival. Now, when you do all of this, it will be easy for you to identify the identity of your family. The identity of your family is what makes you unique. The identity of your family is what makes you accepted. The identity of your family is what separates your family from family A to family B. One of the things that you'll avoid is family competition. When you know your identity, your children are to be groomed in a unique way. So don't go looking for other family identities to copy. Discover yours